Hey everyone, Yusuf Wada here. Hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the real estate market and what happened over the past couple of years and what you could start taking advantage of in today's market. So if you had owned property prior to this massive increase in the market where everything is basically shot up like crazy, you would have owned your property at a price that was reasonable compared to what it is today. And in that increase, you would have accumulated a bunch of equity in your home, which you can now leverage to purchase or to reinvest somewhere else. So I wanted to talk to anybody that has possibly had a personal property or has income property that has accumulated equity that can now leverage and use that towards expanding a real estate portfolio and building passive income. And if you don't have any of that kind of stuff, if you own any property, personal property, that you are comfortable leveraging to purchase an investment for so that you can create passive income for yourself, that is also a great option that I think people need to start considering, because it's so important that you start building your wealth in real estate rather than your debt or paying down just your debt towards your mortgage and your home. When you can leverage these assets so that you can multiply them and create passive income for yourself. Now, if that's confusing to you, that's absolutely fine. That's normal. We can talk about how that works. There's it's a very simple system once you understand, and it's also very exciting actually once you get to learn it, because then you start to see how you can change your life in that sense. And there's no better time for people to jump on an opportunity. There was an increase in the market where if you owned any property, there should be enough equity in your home today, unless, for whatever reason it was used, but there should be enough there so that you can consider possibly a reinvestment, or maybe, consider building a portfolio, an investment portfolio for yourself, whatever that is, whether it's real estate or stocks or, whatever the case is, whatever makes you happy. But it's time to start considering what has happened and how you can benefit from these increases if you were in the market prior to. That as well. Also, I also want to touch on first-time buyers. Anybody that is considering buying a home today, it's really hard. It's really, really hard for your first home. I can't even imagine buying a house for my first time right now. It's pretty aggressive. It's pretty competitive, and you really got to work hard for a house now. Like it's tough. So with that, I want to talk to first-time home buyers. If you are a first-time home buyer and you are not necessarily in a desperate need of a specific type of home, due to a family, due to whatever sort of needs that you have, if you can be flexible enough to consider an investment rather than a personal property for your first home, I think that is absolutely the best option that you could possibly take. Even if it wasn't this kind of market, I think in any market, that's the best option to take to build your real estate portfolio. But if you are a first-time home buyer, I want you to consider an investment property instead, and I can show you how that can work. It's all really pretty much the same process. It's more just changing what you're going for. And it's actually more beneficial for you. You can actually leverage the income on the properties to benefit your income overall for the approval on the mortgage. Did you get that? Anyways, we could talk about all that stuff. What I wanted to do is put out this post, let you guys know that I'm going to be focusing on investments specifically. And if you own any property with equity, let's talk about that. Let's see how we can make that work for you instead of you working for your mortgage. And if that interests you, give me a shout. 613-867-1020. If you have any questions, you can also email me to yusuf.awada@exprealty.com. You can also message me anytime on my social media platforms, and I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much, guys. Have an awesome day. And if you have any questions, you know who to call. Peace.